Hey everyone, and welcome back to What Is, the channel where we tackle the big questions, and sometimes the really cold ones. Today, we're venturing to a place so far north, your car might start complaining about the heating bill. What is the North Pole? Now, when you think North Pole, what pops into your head? A jolly man in a red suit? Elves meticulously crafting toys? A whole lot of snow? Well, you're not entirely wrong, but the actual North Pole is a bit different. Let's start with the basics. Geographically, the North Pole is the northernmost point on Earth. It's the point where the Earth's axis of rotation meets its surface. Imagine a giant spinning top, the point where the skewer sticks out at the very top. That's kind of like the North Pole. But here's where it gets a little fuzzy. There are actually two North Poles. Yep, surprise. First, there's the geographic North Pole. This is the one we just described, the fixed point where the Earth spins. It's pretty much always in the same spot. Think of it as the North Pole's permanently assigned parking spot. Then, there's the magnetic North Pole. This one is a bit of a diva. It doesn't stay put. It wanders. And not just a little shuffle to the left or right. Oh no. It actually moves. For years, it's been heading towards Siberia at a rather alarming pace. Your compass, by the way, points towards this magnetic North Pole. So, if you were ever lost in the wilderness, and your compass started acting like it had a mind of its own, it might be because the magnetic North Pole decided to take a vacation. Now, what does the geographic North Pole look like? Well, it's not a big, icy mountain with a sign that says you are here. It's actually located in the middle of the Arctic Ocean. More specifically, it's floating on a thick layer of sea ice. So, you can technically stand on the North Pole, but you'd be standing on frozen water, which itself is floating on a vast ocean. Talk about a mobile home. The depth of the Arctic Ocean beneath the ice varies, but it can be thousands of meters deep. So, while you might be admiring the glistening ice under your feet, there's a whole lot of cold, dark water and probably some very confused fish lurking below. And when we say ice, we're not necessarily talking about a solid, endless, white plain. The Arctic sea ice is constantly shifting, breaking, and reforming. It's more of a dynamic, ever-changing landscape than a static ice rink. Sometimes, the ice can be thick and stable. Other times, it can be thinner and more precarious. So, forget about building a snowman there without a significant amount of planning and probably a really good survival guide. The climate at the North Pole is, as you can imagine, pretty extreme. Winters are long, dark, and incredibly cold, with temperatures often plunging to -40°C, which, interestingly, is also -40°F or even lower. During the winter months, the sun doesn't rise at all. You get 24 hours of darkness. Imagine that. Your daily commute would be an adventure in pure darkness. Summers, on the other hand, bring the midnight sun. The sun never sets. It just circles around the horizon, bathing the ice in a perpetual, ethereal light. It's beautiful, sure, but it can also be a little disorienting. No sunset means no natural cue for bedtime. You might find yourself wanting to nap at 3 a.m., which is an interesting concept when it's bright as day. Despite the seemingly barren environment, the Arctic is home to some incredible wildlife. Polar bears, of course, are the iconic residents, perfectly adapted to this icy world. You'll also find seals, walruses, Arctic foxes, various seabirds, and even whales in the surrounding waters as the ice melts a bit in the summer. It's a fragile ecosystem, and sadly, one that's facing significant challenges due to climate change. The warming planet is causing the sea ice to melt at an alarming rate, impacting the habitats of these amazing creatures. Now, You might be wondering, can I go there? Well, technically, yes. It's not a country, so there are no borders to cross. However, it's incredibly remote and difficult to access. Most visitors travel on icebreaker ships or specialized expeditions. It's certainly not a weekend getaway destination. Think more along the lines of a once-in-a-lifetime, incredibly expensive, and potentially very chilly adventure. And that brings us back to that image of Santa's workshop. While the idea of the North Pole as the home of Christmas magic is a beloved tradition, the reality is quite different. There's no giant toy factory run by elves. But perhaps, just perhaps, the sheer wonder and remoteness of the real North Pole inspires that kind of magic in our imaginations. So, the North Pole, it's a geographical point, a wanderer's magnetic pull, a vast ocean covered in ice, a land of extremes, and a home to remarkable wildlife. It's a place that reminds us of the incredible diversity and power of our planet. And that's our icy dive into what the North Pole is. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to What Is for more explorations into the fascinating world around us. Got a question about something else? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.